Muammar Gaddafi was born on June 7, 1942, in a tent near Sirte, a coastal city in Libya. His family belonged to a Bedouin tribe called the Gaddafi. Gaddafi's early life was marked by the influence of his tribal culture and the Arab nationalist sentiments that were prevalent at the time. Gaddafi showed an interest in politics from a young age. He attended the local primary and secondary schools in Sirte, and later studied at the Royal Military Academy in Benghazi. It was during his time at the academy that he became involved in anti-monarchical political activities and started forming his ideological views. After completing his military training, Gaddafi joined the Libyan army as a second lieutenant in 1963. He steadily rose through the ranks and became a captain in 1965. During this time, he started developing his political ideology, which he called Third International Theory. This ideology was a blend of Arab nationalism, socialism, and anti-imperialism. Welcome to the past and present. Please like, share and subscribe. On September 1, 1969, Gaddafi, along with a group of young military officers and his close allies, orchestrated a bloodless coup against King Idris I, Libya's reigning monarch.
يدرك تماما ان قاعدته باتت في حيز العدم بعد ثورة الشعب الليبي.
Gaddafi was just 27 years old at the time. The coup was prompted by widespread discontent with the monarchy's corruption and perceived subservience to Western powers. Gaddafi quickly emerged as the de facto leader of Libya, and took the title of colonel. He implemented radical reforms, nationalizing foreign-owned assets, and redirecting the country's wealth towards social programs. He also advocated for a system of direct democracy known as the Jamahiriya, in which power was supposed to rest with the people through people's committees. Gaddafi's rule was characterized by a mix of political repression, nationalistic policies, and eccentric behavior. He centralized power, suppressed political dissent, and maintained control over the media and judiciary. His administration also faced accusations of human rights abuses and sponsorship of international terrorism. In 1977, Gaddafi officially renamed Libya as the Great Socialist People's Libyan Arab Jamahiriya, and proclaimed the establishment of a people's authority. He further solidified his rule by sidelining potential rivals and promoting his personal ideology through his Green Book. Gaddafi's foreign policy was marked by his anti-imperialist stance and support for various revolutionary and liberation movements around the world. He provided financial and military assistance to groups like the Irish Republican Army, IRA, the Palestine Liberation Organization, PLO, and African anti-colonial movements. His involvement in such activities often brought him into conflict with Western powers.
Did Libya play a role in the Egypt Air hijacking this week?
It is far from the reality. It is very strange to look for any relation between Libya and this sadly event. And you know our policy and our moral is absolutely against the hijacking plans, and we are against this kind of action or even struggle.
Gaddafi's rule faced increasing international isolation, especially after the Lockerbie bombing in 1988.
But is there anything in particular that prompted you to go from a person who was at one point regarded as a dangerous person?
طبعا أنا قايم بثورة عندها طروحات عالمية وساهمت في حركات التحرير مساهمة فعالة والدولة المستعمرة لا تريد هذا طبعا.
Can we go back to whether or not you have changed? Because the impression the world has is that you have softened. You are more capable of living peacefully with the rest of the Western world, for instance.
أنا بقول يعني أنا كنت شديد ضد الاستعمار اللي كان يحتل أفريقيا ويحتل أجزاء كبيرة من كنا نخوض كفاح مسلح، وبالتالي لازم يكون الواحد قوي فعلا في هذا لكن الآن ما عاد في حد يطلب منك سلاح، الآن يطلب منك مساعدات اقتصادية، وبالتالي تغير.
In the Western world, if the word Lockerbie is mentioned, the name Gaddafi is mentioned. When you hear the word Lockerbie, what do you think?
طبعا هذا الحقيقة يعني ما حد يقبل العمل ضد الأهداف المدنية وإسقاط الطائرات المدنية، وما أعتقد أن فيه دولة بتكون مسؤولة عن عمل زي هذا أو تقرر عمل زي هذا.
So you could look the world in the face and say quite honestly that you did not order the Lockerbie attack.
بكل صراحة أنك لست مسؤول على لوكربي أو الليبيا غير مسؤول.
طبعا يعني مش ممكن أي دولة تقوم بعمل مثله.
In 2011, amid the wave of Arab Spring uprisings, protests erupted in Libya, leading to a full-blown civil war.
Oh my God. They are fighting the civilians here. They are crazy. They are going crazy here.
With borders closed and telephone and internet jammed, it's impossible to get an accurate picture. But there are reports of massacres by the military.
People are being killed. They're being killed by large caliber bullets, heavy machine guns.
By a popular uprising. Tonight, in a country where people have lived in fear for so long, suddenly they are taking to the streets. All day
There's report of aircraft, helicopters, but they've been using anti-aircraft artillery.
A conservative tally puts the death toll at about 300. A catastrophe fueled not just by the Libyan military, but reportedly by paid mercenaries from neighboring countries, hired guns from Chad, Niger, and Zimbabwe.
This monstrous brutality is but the latest act in Colonel Gaddafi's reign of terror.
President Reagan ordered an airstrike on Gaddafi's compound, killing the leader's 15-month-old daughter. 2 years later, Gaddafi retaliated by taking down Pan Am 103 over Lockerbie, Scotland, killing 270 people, including 179 Americans. Today, it is clear that will never happen. Gaddafi has demonstrated yet again that he is an outlier, intent on only one thing: maintaining power. Tonight,
Western powers intervened militarily, and Gaddafi's forces were eventually defeated. On October 20, 2011, Gaddafi was captured and killed by opposition forces in his hometown of Sirte. Muammar Gaddafi's legacy is complex and continues to be a subject of debate. While some remember him for his anti-imperialist stance and efforts to redistribute wealth, others highlight his authoritarian rule and human rights abuses. His rise to power and subsequent fall represent a significant chapter in Libyan and global history. Thanks for watching. Well, come along with me to the next journey. Till then, please subscribe to the past and present and click the bell icon to get notified about our upcoming videos.